Oh, oh shit. Oh! What the fuck? Dude!
Hey y'all, 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 welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back to Naruto Shippuden.
Oh shit! What?
No way! Hey, Kage! Oh shit!
Welcome back to Never Bored. I'm your host, George, and my co-host here,
Alan,
Jason, and today we'll be continuing our series, Never Bored Naruto Shippuden. We've all seen Naruto, but these boys haven't seen Shippuden, so you're gonna get their genuine reaction. I'm just sure because I love this show overall. Guys, last time Never Bored Naruto Shippuden, it was really hype. We got to see the Nightfall assault happen between the White Zetsu Army and the Allied Shinobi forces. All hope seemed lost once they found out the game of Among Us was over. However, there's still the threat of Zetsu looming about, so that's still crazy. But it looks like there's some positive news from the Allied Shinobi forces because Naruto just beat the Red Kage in speed, and it looks like he's got approved to get to the battlefield. So guys, it looks like the reinforcements are about to arrive. It's going to be hype and crazy. So guys, without further ado, here's our reaction to Naruto Shippuden episodes 296 to 299, no filler. Former in Turkey, now pains, crazy.
take that mask off.
If Kisame's intel is correct, Naruto now has the same ability as Naruto Uzumaki, the wife of the first Hokage, to sense the enemy. Naruto will have no choice. He'll have to battle White Zetsu.
He just like dropped a little lore piece right there.
Approach Lady Tsunade's tent right now. Anyone making a move towards it will be considered an enemy. So just stay put.
Oh! Hey, yo! He's got... that smile is funny.
Everyone stay put. You must not move.
Sakura, come here for a minute, please. Take a look at this genetic profile data. You got something? In other words, by now, it's almost completely identical to the first Hokage's genetic profile. So it has to be true.
What are you talking about? How are all these white things related to the first Hokage?
All these white Zetsu creatures are essentially clones of the first Hokage. Since there's so many of them, they must be like plants, harvested and cultivated from the first Hokage's cells in order to make mobile botanical clones. They even use a weak version of wood style.
I still don't get it. But even if I don't, what you're saying is I'm supposed to guard you against plants, is that right? Well then, how about you two just use some termites?
Looking at this data, I think Captain Yamato is being
You're
used
like, bro,
to
you
make
need
these
to
clones
like
strong.
acknowledge it.
I'm sure of it. I'll notify HQ immediately. Those white beings impersonating our troops are causing havoc among them. Perhaps it's too big a coincidence, but I think it's perfect timing to let Naruto go.
I agree.
Sorry to jump in, but we've received a report from the medical team. It's data on those white beings.
Let me see that.
I mean, she was giving it,
Give it to me.
Madara and Orochimaru's obsession with the first Hokage has created this botanical ninja created from grandfather's body. This is proof that Madara has possession of the
Yeah, remember
first
she's the
Hokage's
granddaughter.
cells.
Yeah.
He's
Grandpappy.
cultivated them and developed a way to replicate them, which means he's probably used them on himself too. It's no wonder that he's lived so long.
Well, do we have any idea of how to destroy him then?
No, the opposite. I'm afraid it appears that Madara really is immortal.
Damn, bro. Using the first Kage cells to maintain such a long lifespan, that's crazy.
An immortal leader, his army of mobile plants and
I thought
reanimated
Orochimaru was
zombies.
dangerous.
There isn't a single normal human being among them.
We must notify Naruto and B immediately about this transformation jutsu.
Naruto, Lord B, please listen. I'm speaking telepathically to you both at the same time. Now listen to me. I've got intel for you on the enemy's battle strategy. Pay close attention.
Oh, so that's what's up with all the weird fuzzy things that I've been sensing. Well, I guess that I've got no choice but to step up.
Yes, but remember, Madara needs the tailed beast that you and Lord B host in order for his Project Tsukinome to work. That means you two are still his main targets.
He won't capture me.
Then don't even think about negotiating with him. You can't reason with him, Naruto. He has no interest in peace whatsoever. He's a truly evil man who covets the whole world.
And he's gonna control everyone everywhere using genjutsu, isn't that right? That's what this Project Tsukinome is all about?
Yes, so make sure that you don't hold back.
He told me all about the Uchiha clan's destiny. I know that he understands all about hatred. He used Nagato, and he's the one who's manipulating Sasuke's hatred too. I know how evil he is.
He doesn't act upon hatred. He simply takes advantage of hatred. He's different from other enemies you've faced. Be careful.
Damn.
I don't know about Kabuto, but Madara is apparently immortal. Also, there are those mobile plants augmented with the first Hokage's cells. And those otherworldly zombies. Nothing works against them except sealing. It's an army of the undead.
Damn.
Beware of them too.
That's actually the best news you can give me, you know? Because it means that I don't have to hold back at all.
That's F.
It's chaos out there on the battlefield! We've got to get back and defend the headquarters! Rasengan!
Wait, they're not yeah, I knew it.
Oh,
Yeah,
Ooh.
because he's the only one that can sense them.
Leave it all to Naruto here. You tell me which ones to attack and I'll get on it just like that.
Everyone's an enemy. Attack them all!
Oh shit.
Oh! What the fuck?
dude.
What is this?
Oh! Oh!
What the frick? Yo!
Oh!
What the hell is this?
Damn! I will bring you to my Rasengan.
That looks pretty fire.
Attack is affecting their wood style. They're turning into trees.
Damn, son.
Oh, they're making one big one. Ah.
You won't stop me that easily. Now I won't be so vulnerable to the effects of your attack.
Oh shit.
Mini Rasen Shuriken!
Mini wrestling.
Whoa! What are these new?
Mayhem technique!
What the hell is this?
Summoning.
Alright! Yeah! You learned from the
Why are they hiding all this until now?
Take some credit for the kills.
Naruto's Unleashed, baby.
Oh.
This forgotten hero can stay here. I'm gonna hit every one of the battlefields at the same time. All right, multi-shadow clone jutsu.
Oh my god.
Oh, bro, this guy, bro.
Bro, okay, maybe they can actually win.
Yo, they're losing. He's gonna lose his chakra to the freaking Nine Tails now.
It's no good. He caught up to us. That guy is a cloud ninja who possesses Kage Genkai, magnet-style Toroi.
Magnet.
You're telling me
Magneto right
Cloud
there.
has a magnet-style user? If and when he attacks, you have to... You fool! I said you have to get out of the way! What? You didn't say that! I just didn't have time to finish. His magnet style puts a magnetic charge onto anything he touches. And those things can then transfer a magnetic charge to anything they touch. The charge weakens with each transfer. You're the first transfer point that touched the shuriken. So the magnetic power in your body. So, right now, your whole body is magnetized. And the shuriken he possesses are too. Your body and his shuriken are going to be drawn directly toward each other.
Oh my god, dude.
Which means that you won't be able to dodge his next attack.
Oh, hell no.
You're telling me I'm about to die? No, I don't want to die.
Oh. Spam Rasengan.
What was that? What's going on out there?
Rasengan.
What are you doing here? Not much. You okay? Yes, but you shouldn't be here, sir. Those white beings are disguising themselves as us. Yeah, I know.
Concealing them like this is the only way to stop them.
We were running back toward HQ with F to tighten the security there, but we got separated. F and his team were actually white beings. You gotta be careful what you see.
Time to go, Octopops. We gotta catch up to everybody
Damn.
else now.
Yeah! Hold on. If F and the others were all imposters, you! No! Come on! I mean, both of us were attacked and almost killed by the enemy, so we're okay. We're both who we're supposed to be. Oh, yeah. I've got you!
Oh, what the fuck? What the hell's going on?
Are you trying to kill me? It's your own fault. Now's not the time for jokes.
Oh shit, the Kages.
We really can't retreat any further. It's time to make a stand right here and right now. As
launch long-range offensives. We'll see how the enemy responds.
They were slowly retreating. It seems they've made up their minds.
Fighting those from other villages is understandable, but I don't care to battle my own village's shinobi.
It is not all bad. I'm sure that our children have grown and surpassed us. They will make a stand and they will stop us.
Oh, he's gonna
I
see.
really hope you're right.
Gaara's gonna kill his dad.
Incoming. There are 2 of them.
What the frick is this?
Whoa, look! Now that is a whole lot of sand. It's the power of the Shikaku, the one-tail. So he's kicking off the playing possum jutsu.
Oh,
Oh, great.
Dust?
gold?
I see. You were the shinobi who controlled gold dust with magnet style.
Ah.
Damn, magnet style.
Gold dust is much heavier than sand. So if I simply mix some gold dust into the sand, then I'm able to slow it down. I'm impressed that you knew how to counter it so quickly and effectively. When Shukaku the One-Tail would run amok, I would stop his sand just like this.
It's not the Shikaku though. That's the
It's
problem.
not Shukaku. It's Gaara.
Remember me? Oh.
From above.
Oh.
You're an old man, Onoki. Do you owe your long life to particle
Oh.
Particle style! Atomic dismantling jutsu!
Yo.
Damn, Clash of the Kage Toda. Damn.
My predecessor's as powerful as ever.
His sand is even more powerful than before.
Just wait for the signal.
That was particle style. Don't tell me that's your former pupil, the brat Onoki. Oh man, now I really do feel like I've traveled through time.
Father, it's been a while.
Yes, Gaara.
What's up,
But where
Pops?
is Shukaku?
He is long gone. I am no longer the Jinchuriki that you created, Father.
What do you mean?
Some time ago, those who now control you removed Shikaku the One-Tail from me, and in doing so killed me.
Sealing jutsu. 9 phantom dragons!
But thanks to the assistance of Granny Chio and my friends, I was revived and am still alive today.
You mean Granny Chio did that for you? Wait, hold on. You said friends? Are you telling me that you actually have friends?
What the hell? Really?
It's kind of mean.
It's messed up.
He thinks he's a loser.
Naruto.
It's me.
You've had everyone worried.
You didn't think he'd have any friends? Did you really believe that your son would just be alone this whole time? He was a kid. Everyone has friends at that age.
6, Father. You made 6 attempts to kill me. And each time my fear and hatred of you increased. Now I'm even able to understand why you did it. I've become the Kazekage. It is a leader's duty to eliminate threats against one's village. We must protect it.
What did you say? You are Kazekage?
And that's not all of it. He's also been named the Commander-in-Chief of the Allied Shinobi Forces' main battle regiment. Despite his young age, he not only calls himself Kage, but has the respect of the other Kage as well.
Hey.
Now it all makes sense. Just imagine, shinobi united in an allied force.
Well, apparently what you lack in eyebrows, you more than make up for in charisma.
What the frick?
Actually, come to think of it, I'm just the same.
Then explain that sorry excuse for a mustache.
If you're going to kill us, then I suggest you guys start with the mummy here. I'll be more than happy to cheer you on.
He's a fine shinobi.
His dad is a hater. He doesn't care.
He's so small. He's premature. Are you really sure he's going to be all right?
I'm not certain, but he's adapting. This is the 3rd child. So far, he's the only one that's compatible.
Please let me see my baby's face.
Are you all right, Karura?
Damn, like small as hell.
He's just so tiny.
It's Lady Kagura's heart rate. It's dropping, sir.
Then do something about it now!
The rampages have begun like before.
We are at a point where if we can't maintain our defenses anymore, the sand will be weakened beyond all hope of repair.
But something must be done about Shukaku as well.
The new Jinchuriki remains unreliable, so for the moment, we have to depend on Lord Kazekage's development of new jutsu. And now, as for Gaara...
Yashamaru, I need to speak to you later.
Yes, sir. But Lord Kazekage, Lord Gaara, is still just a child.
And I'm going to have to test his worth as well. We shall assess Gaara tomorrow. After the village has been evacuated, go and corner him. Tell him about his mother, and provoke him emotionally.
Damn.
If he doesn't go berserk after that, then I will spare his life.
Tell him about my sister, are you sure?
I am well aware that he loves and respects his mother Karura with all of his heart. If that's taken from him, and he can still suppress his rage, only then will he suffice as a Jinchuriki.
Remember this.
Where are you? But why? Why come after me? Why always me?
Oh.
You did well, Gaara. You did very well. Yashamaru! I don't understand. Yashamaru. It was an order. You see, I was ordered to kill you, Gaara. By Lord Kazekage. By your own father. My father?
Ew.
But why would my father want me dead? Before you were born, the sand spirit Shukaku was planted inside of you. All these years you've been watched and studied as part of an experiment. It became clear that you could never control it. The day is coming when your existence will be too dangerous for the village. It had to be done before then. You had to obey my father. You didn't have any choice. You're wrong. I actually had a choice. Yes, Lord Kazekage made his wishes known to me. But still, I could have refused to do this if I had chosen to. I suppose it's because, deep in my heart, I hate you, Gaara. My sister died bringing you into this world. I can't forgive you for that. You were all that was left of her. So I kept telling myself that since I loved her, I should love you as well. I tried, but I never could. It wasn't her choice to have you, to be made a human sacrifice. And so she died, cursing this village. The name you have is the one that your mother gave to you. Your name is Gaara, a demon that loves only itself, as you must love no one else. Care for no one's existence but your own. It was not done out of maternal affection. It was not because of love that she gave you your name. She wanted you to survive, not as a kindness, but as a punishment. It was part of her curse. It was from her undying rage at this village that you should survive and grow. You were never loved, Gaara. Never.
Jesus.
Oh damn! What the frick? That's not what I was expecting.
It's another failure. Gaara is useless to us now.
Yo!
It seems this reanimation jutsu may actually have something of merit to it after all. Come, show me. Let me determine once again what you may be worth, Gaara.
Oh my god.
Can you defeat me or can't you?
Yes, Onoki. You must stop me. Against particle style, the number of opponents doesn't matter. You're the only one who can stop me.
I'm aware of that.
You must remember what I taught you about what happens to allies after a victory. Once the war is over, the Alliance is too. It becomes a fight for the spoils of victory.
Ooh.
That is what truly decides which village is the victor.
Hey, knock it off, Kage. You're just playing dirty now.
I won't let that happen.
I have no intention of doing any such thing, Lord Mu. Not at all.
In any case, we aren't in control of our own bodies right now. We've been set to automatically counter whatever jutsu the enemy tries to use against us. So hurry, kill us and return us to the netherworld. We'll even tell you all our powers and weaknesses.
But still, it's going to be up to you to stop us. And it isn't going to be an easy task.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Move in, everyone!
Let's go.
Now, Sandhill.
What the?
Damn it. Sandhill's just a diversion. He used it to force me to lift the gold dust.
Huh. Oh, damn. Is that his mom?
Gaara, you still live on inside this child.
That really is father.
Huh?
You have truly grown up. What parents need to do is to believe in their children. That one simple thing is the real treasure. Isn't that the whole truth of it, Gaara? Now I see it clearly. I didn't possess the ability to judge the true value of things.
What do you mean by that?
The sand will always protect you. But that is not Shukaku's power. It belongs to your mother.
Damn.
It's Karura's.
No matter what happens, it will always protect you. God.
Your mother loved you.
Father, did you really just say my mother loved me? That day long ago, when Yashamaru came after me.
I told Yashamaru to lie to you then. He was merely following orders. I had to see if you'd lose control of the tail beast inside you if you were distraught. For the sake of the village. If there was anyone Yashamaru truly hated, it would have been me and not you. I'm the one who forced Yashamaru's pregnant older sister, Karura, to suffer the sealing of Shukaku, the Sand Spirit. But Yashamaru was a consummate shinobi. He was loyal to me, and a reliable Anbu Black Ops for the Sand. He followed my orders for the sake of the village.
Damn.
Sometimes it seems that every single thing I did was a mistake. I burdened you unnecessarily. I arbitrarily decided that you held no true value to our village or to anyone. I took away your future by making you a Jinchuriki, robbed you of your mother, and poisoned you against her. I took away everything. Your ability to know or love others. I even tried to take your life. There's just one thing that I gave you. The only thing you got from me was a broken heart.
But lately I felt a lot of pain here.
You wound your body, and blood is going to flow, following fast on the heels of pain. But as time passes, the pain eventually fades away, and with a little help from medicine, it can heal even faster. But even more dangerous is a wound dealt to the heart, because there's nothing that has more trouble healing. Unlike an injury to the body, there is no medicine for a wounded heart, and sometimes it never heals. But don't worry, there is one thing that's capable of mending a broken heart. But that cure is a very complicated remedy, and it can only be administered by another person.
What is it?
It's love, Gaara.
It's love.
Yep.
But how am I supposed to get it?
Don't you know, Gaara? It has already been given to you.
Huh?
There's no question that my older sister always loved you. Shukaku, the Sand Spirit, is a living soul bent towards the purpose of war. But when the sand that you wield automatically rushes in to protect you, that is your mother's love. I believe your mother's will is carried in every grain of that sand. My sister,
Damn.
even after death, wants more than anything to protect you.
mothers are powerful. Yours believed in you and protected you even after death. She's the one who made you what you are today. She allowed you to reach your destined role as Kazekage and to make friends. She gave you bonds with your siblings and community. All the things that I took away from you. All I ever did was torment you. I don't even deserve to be called your father.
My mother is amazing. Thanks to her, I have now received medicine from you, Father.
Gaara, my son. You surpassed me long ago. I leave the village to you, Gaara.
Hey.
1 down, 3 to go. Sorry.
Hey guys, thank you so much for staying engaged on the channel and giving us so much to talk about for these future videos. So guys, we want to talk about one of the matches you guys had, mentioned in the comments. It was Gaara versus Neji. So y'all, let me set up the stage for you. Obviously, we have Neji, the prodigy of the Hyuga clan. Much like last week, one of our last topics is one of the prodigies of the Hyuga clan, but is even better at the Byakugan than Hinata. We see him use techniques such as air palm, which is able to send his gentle fist technique via long distances, sort of, He's able to expand his 360 vision beyond, I think, over 100 plus meters now once the time skip happens. Near 360 vision was a Jonin at the promotion of the time skip. Basically beat Naruto up until he got the 9 his ability in the Chunin exams, and was considered to be one of the most dangerous or most talented rookie during the Chunin exams as well. As we go through Naruto, we see him try to fight against other Akatsuki members, but even so, we see him more active in the Great Ninja War as well, right? Once again, prodigy of the Hyuga clan, was so good at the Hyuga techniques that he didn't even need to be taught them. He naturally took them. He naturally just learned them just because he's so unique and talented, comparable to even someone like Sasuke in comparison, or Itachi, for being a prodigy of their clan. Those techniques were kept secret from Neji. He was able to learn them despite being a branch family member, overcame that, and still is considered a Jonin to this day, right? Then we have our Gaara, former Jinchuriki, however, has the power to manipulate sand, as well as being super crazy, super serial killer vibes in the beginning of Naruto. However, once we go into the time skip, he learns his lesson, confronts Naruto, but ends up becoming the Kazekage of the Sand Village. Even though he loses his tailed beast to Deidara and the Akatsuki and Sasori and them, he still ends up retaining the ability to manipulate sand, still is a Kazekage, and becomes the supreme commander of the 4th Great Ninja War. A lot of accolades to both these fighters, guys. So let me know your thoughts. So who wants to go first and talk about this? Who do you think is going to win against Neji versus Gaara? And to set the stage, this is going to be Neji, post Shippuden, and Gaara during the war, but a little bit before some of the active battles. But he just became commander of the 4th Great Shinobi of the Shinobis in the 4th Great Ninja War. Who wants to go first?
Yeah, you go first, bro.
Bro, I was pointing it the whole time.
Dude, I thought you were doing this.
No, you go first.
George, you can go first.
I just went first. All right, if you want
I need the ball rolling.
All right, so let's start with the ball rolling then. All right, guys, so I present the question to you, but my thoughts are on this is that we have someone in Gaara who's able to manipulate sand, right? And in part 1 of Naruto, he's able to manipulate sand from the very ground, take sand from the ground and make it his own. He had such great jutsu that unless you have a curse mark or tailed beast chakra, pretty much you're kind of screwed. He's got that absolute defense because the sand automatically comes to him, and even if you penetrate that sand shield, like Rock Lee did with the pure speed, he still has that sand armor surrounding him, right? Even that, he still has that in Shippuden as well, and even then, he's just shown greater control of that sand as well. Even to the point where, even in the 4th Great Ninja War, he's still considered, a top-tier Kage candidate, even to talk shit to the Kage, but also getting that respect, and even so, leading the whole Supreme Commander of the war as well, right? You have Neji as well. His feet. They all had a lot of matches where they wanted Neji to fight against Sasuke or Gaara because everyone wanted to see those matches, just because of how talented Neji is in the Byakugan. Remember, he's the same dude that once he gets close to you, you're basically destroyed.
Done. Yeah.
Disables all the chakra networks, and even when against someone long range fighter. If you remember back in part 1 of Shippuden when they went to retrieve Sasuke, right, before he goes to Orochimaru. Neji fought up against basically one of the strongest of the Silent Ninja 4, who had the ability to do long distance attacks, had the curse mark, 6 arms, chakra boosted because again, curse mark, is able to create hardening webs, regular silk spider webs that couldn't even be cut by regular means. It's super strong, level of steel. Only Neji could cut it with his gentle fist technique. So my question, and also Neji also has the 8 trigrams rotation as well to 128 palms, right? So anything that comes within his range, he will be super fast. Basically, disable their chakra network and destroy them, as we saw with the spiders attack during that same time period as well. So guys, I mean, I kind of gave you some of my thoughts on how I would see could this fight going, right? Where you have Gaara who has manipulating the sand, but Neji who has such an impenetrable defense on his own right with the Byakugan in the rotation. Because my question is, who would you give it to if you were to think battle to the death type situation?
I think it's gonna be Neji, bro, because the way he. To be fair, we haven't seen much of him as much as we've seen Gaara, because Gaara's been kind of a bit more of a main character since he is like the Kazekage. He's a little bit more evolved in the show, so we see more of him. But I still think like Neji, bro, the way his attacks are, his Byakugan, all that combined, I just think he would be too fast for the sand. If you get what I'm trying to say, like I think, sure he can, because Gaara's not main, but his thing is the sand, right? He throws the sand at you, protects himself with the sand, he sand coffin, all these different abilities, right? But I feel like since he has that Byakugan, he could read a lot of those movements before, or the sand before, from all sides.
Yeah, and he's using chakra to manipulate the sand. And remember, the Byakugan lets them see the chakra network, chakra as a whole, and actually gives him X-ray vision, telescopic vision.
Right. But I do want to put an asterisk there. I think if this was Gaara with the tailed beast, I actually think Gaara would beat Neji.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because I think Gaara has amazing abilities. We've seen a bunch of what he can do, especially now with the gold sand that he has and all that. But bro, Gaara with the tailed beast is a different level.
Yeah.
And he had a different motivation. Not to say that vengeance should be a sort of motivation, but dude, he had vengeance to him. He had
Gaara hated everyone and everything, and Neji hated the Hyuga clan and all that stuff.
Right. So I think Gaara's was just a little bit more. If you think about vengeance.
I would agree. He's definitely more cold-blooded. Like, he was going to kill Rock Lee in his hospital bed,
right?
And no one watching, just because he just fucking hated the fact that Rock Lee had someone to save him, and Gaara was just like, fuck,
right?
Like,
I mean, in a way, Neji almost killed his cousin, right? Or when they were fighting.
Yeah, Hinata.
Neji almost killed his cousin. Yeah. It's cold-blooded. Yeah, it is cold-blooded.
So I mean,
well, Neji wasn't even. Remember, in Neji's mind, they're cousins. But remember, it's even crazier. There's even layers. So remember, the Hyuga clan has the branch family, the main family, and the branch family is suppressed to protect the main family.
Right.
And the branch family has the seal on their head, if to protect the family or to keep them in control as well.
Right.
So Neji had real beef with Hinata. Not so much Hinata, the person, but Hinata
as the
her clan and her
yeah.
role in the clan as well. So that's why he's like, fuck, I will kill her. I'm better than this girl for sure, and I should have been the one in this position instead of her. So.
Right. But I just think Gaara, dude, if it was post Shippuden when he had the tailed beast and all that, bro, I just think he's a different animal.
Yeah.
He had much more vengeance on him. He had such a crazier demeanor to him too.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I mean, not to, this is, when I say this, it's gonna sound really bad, but kind of seems like Gaara got a little soft with how he. Okay, look. Before people flame me. His demeanor changed.
Yeah.
He was more nicer. He's more like, I love the whole Naruto thing, like the whole
after Naruto, his mindset, his
everything changed.
Yeah.
But before that, bro, the way he was a scary guy. Like no one wanted, like he was trying to kill everybody. He was like had such a demeanor to him.
No, he had a presence where it's like everyone's gonna die in this man's presence.
Yeah. So, like, if it was that Gaara versus either the Neji that we see in Shippuden or the one in the not Shippuden, I still think Gaara would win.
Yeah.
I think Gaara would win.
Okay, so Gaara wins in part 1 of Shippuden. Part 1.
Yeah.
But later in Shippuden, you give it to Neji.
Yeah.
Okay. Alan?
So before Jason gave his answer, I was saying like Neji, but I was like, I don't want to say it at first because I was like, I don't know. Let me see what you guys think. But yeah, I basically agree too. So like when in the first half of Naruto, Gaara is very bloodthirsty. He's ready to kill everyone. He has beef with everyone. and along with the Jinchuriki, he's really powerful. But then later down the road, you know, in Shippuden, Gaara mellows out. He's much more calmer. He's a leader. He's literally a Kazekage. He doesn't want to. He's not ready. He doesn't want to fight everyone. So I am on the same boat too. That I think Gaara in Naruto could have defeated Neji, no problem. But right now, I don't want to say like, you know, Gaara got soft or anything. But Gaara isn't really like a fighter type. Without the sand, like, let's be honest. What would Gaara do if he didn't have the sand?
I mean, the thing is that that's
is he a hand-to-hand fighter?
I mean,
does he do
not really. Like, as you see, like, it's really comes down to the sand, the jutsu, and the jutsu he uses with the sand.
But Neji can fight. Neji can throw hands.
Yeah.
So, and not only that, Neji has the Byakugan, which, you know, is very powerful. But so they both have their own things. But like, if Gaara can definitely win with the sand, but without it, like, he's kind of a sitting duck. I don't see him much as a hand-to-hand. I think he's more of a leader. He's better at motivating people and telling people what to do in Shippuden, but not really in a hand-to-hand fighter.
I think Gaara can handle like one-on-one battles, but I think he works really well with a team, like with people around him, which we've been seeing this whole time. So he's been kind of like a help character, not more of like first one to go attack.
And then remember, Gaara's also really good with the sealing techniques too.
Right,
So,
and so he's coffins and So in those kind of things, I feel like Gaara does really well, and not to say that, look, this is just opinion, so we don't really know, but he has things that he can do with the sand. Like we've seen so many different things he can do. The sand coffin, that thing was, bro. The first time he ever used it, that was crazy to me. Like,
because he just fucking crushes and
So it's, you know, he definitely can do a lot of things, but as of now he's more of like a helper character more than he is one-on-one battle. So
but I think that in a one-on-one fight, if Gaara has a sand versus Neji, I think Gaara would win in Shippuden because the sand is so powerful. There's a reason why he's Kazekage. So
I would say the reason he's Kazekage is because he's the strongest in his village. He's one of the top people.
Yeah, that did this one. Yeah. So like,
both are true. Both make sense. Yeah, I mean, part of the reason why he was again like Kazekage was he also was the Jinchuriki. They mentioned that part of it, but yes, even after that, his stand is still exponentially helpful. Yeah. I mean, he was able to like point blank when Sasuke was trying to fight them at the Fire Kage summit. Gaara's was the same. The only thing that was stopping them Amaterasu from point blank.
Imagine Gaara had the gold sand. You know, he had full access to the gold sand. Like,
again, we haven't seen much of that but even so, like, it's a good point. It's a good point.
So I mean, you didn't even say yours.
Yeah, I was waiting for y'all. Have y'all decided?
So I'm gonna put Gaara,
and then you put Neji, right? So for me, it's interesting because I agree that if it's a close combat fight, as we saw, Gaara when he was against Rock Lee, when Rock Lee opened the gates, like Gaara was essentially helpless until Rock Lee got hurt, made a mistake, and then Gaara capitalized on it. So even when he was still bloodthirsty, he was still thinking of switching out, being super deceptive, and being a ninja back then, right? Neji's strong suits, yes, basically like if Gaara didn't have the sand, I think there's a lot of characters that if they didn't have if they have any chakra based abilities and they're close range fighters, I think Neji beats pretty much all of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I'm trying to think of other hand-to-hand fighters that have abilities where even because if you're within his range of a 64 palm,
Sasuke can definitely wipe.
I know, even then, now President Sasuke, but I don't know, maybe even MS Sasuke for sure, as I think I don't know how you could read the Amaterasu coming like that, unless you.
I think that the Naruto and Sasuke kind of just off limits.
Exactly,
they're in their own league,
right? Unless we compare them to certain points of the series, right? But even so, it's interesting because I like how you brought up Neji. Do you think Neji win? Because a lot of people thought that if Neji was there during the Pain Assault, or Neji Guy Rock Lee, or there during the Pain Assault, Pain would have been wiped. That's an interesting thing you brought. I think that's curious because hand-to-hand combat-wise, I think Neji is pretty much, besides Rock Lee and then a few other characters, he's pretty much there's a league of their own, right? And Neji's in that same league, right? However, I just think that Gaara's versatility with the sand is just so You know, he's only gotten better with his sand, with or without the tail beast, right? And we see that throughout the war. But then also what I think is important is that like that one feat where he's able to generate sand from the ground with his existing sand. I think that's where like he's gonna be able to defeat Neji, because Neji has a fixed finite. Everyone has a finite fixed amount of chakra. Neji's super efficient with it because he is, you know, the Byakugan user. He understands chakra probably better than most people, right? But he has to get within, you know, Gaara's range. I feel like Gaara could put so many barriers around him, or just have his sand do all the work for him, that Neji is going to take a lot more work for Neji to get close to Gaara than it is for Gaara to keep Neji away. So I think for me, I think that just because of how versatile Gaara is with the sand and how much he can do, like sand clones, fucking sand mausoleum. And even if, you know, for example, Neji does a rotation, right? We saw during his fight against, you know, Kitamaru, the spider guy, that he can only do it for so long before the spiders overwhelm him, and then he gets stuck, and then Kitamaru strikes him. And I think that even if Neji, sure, he can increase his range and duration, but Gaara can just keep sending sand and keep tacking and going in and just overwhelming Neji. I don't even think, unless Neji's smart enough to put a substitution, shadow clones, or just is able to move so fast that he can't touch Gaara. And again, Neji has some of those speed feats, but remember, Gaara's Kazekage has only gotten stronger, and I feel like he can just put a wall of sand around him where like Neji would just have to really chop at that wall for it to really make a difference. And on top of that, Gaara would still have, you know, his sand armor probably as well. I think for me, it just comes down to who can have the more endurance in the fight, and I think getting resources, and Gaara's resources the ground. He would just sends his existing sound and to grind the ground in to make more sand, which only requires not that much chakras. We saw him against Kimimaro before he died, right? Kimimaro was gonna like try to kill Rock Lee and Gaara just submerged him in the sand and sent him close to the center of the earth to kind of crush him. Right. Again, I feel like if he could do this, someone like Neji doesn't have like curse mark hacks to get out of that. So I don't know. I think for me personally, it's weird, because I wish they'd have these matches in Naruto so we don't have to. I mean, it's fun for the video, but I just want to see that in real time, right?
It's kind of hard to think of everything and all their abilities, but
right.
But best we can do is, I think.
Yeah, and I would agree that I think that, you know, just because of how much sand Gaara can mount up, and again, he has the sand in his gourd, he can have that sand be versatile, he can make that sand go into the ground, turn into more sand. All I have to do is just open up a big hole for Neji to fall in, I feel like, in that sense, and just him sand trap him, or like, you know, something like that. So for me, I think that Neji is great skill, but I think that one opponent he can't beat is probably someone like Gaara that can have the distance on him, where like Gaara can just like create the space, create maybe a bunch of sand clones, or create an area where like if you try to enter this area, you'd have to attack me from above. Again, Neji does have his, you know, air palm and stuff like that, but again, like, I don't know, unless Neji can secure a way to get up close, which again he's shown to be able to do, where like he's able to eat a blow to get the enemy up close to him, right? Because remember, the guy shot the arrow into his chest. Neji ends up feeding chakra through the arrow to paralyze him. So Neji's got that dong in him to take a blow. So I'm not saying that like Neji couldn't beat him. I'm just saying that Neji wouldn't come out unscathed. Like, you know that Neji, like Deidara tried to fight Gaara, got his arm blown off. He had to get that arm reattached. Anyone that really fought Gaara is either probably going to risk dying or getting some limbs taken off, bro. And that's just a fact if you're a living person. Now, you know, reanimation is different, right? But they're not reanimated. So if you're living and Gaara's sand catches a hold of you, and he's able to do sand coffin or barrel, you're going to lose that limb. And if he gets the whole body, you're done. And for me, personally, I think Gaara takes the cake. But not to say that Neji isn't talented enough to get in close. I just think that the risk to get in close to hurt Gaara, to kill him, is not going to come in one skate. I'm saying if Neji can go up to his heart, stab him in the heart, right? You know, is able to like get his chakra network, disable it. Then like Gaara's sand maybe would instinctively come to defense, but he won't have the chakra for it to defend it. So I think sand armor's out of the way. I don't know, it's a tough one, but I still think Gaara's the way to win is a lot more easy than Neji's, but Neji has more ways to win if and only if he can get close enough to Gaara to utilize his techniques. That's my thoughts on it. So guys, you guys give both your responses. You say
Gaara.
Neji.
I'm gonna have to go with Gaara, as you'd say. I'm not. This is gonna be one of our closer matches in this series for me, right? Because very circumstantial. Neji gets in close, his chances of increasing with the dub are very high, right? It's like those fighters in the UFC that, hey, the longer the fights go on, you're gonna favor them. It's like one of those situations. But Gaara has so many instant kill moves that we've seen in the beginning, and instant main moves. I just feel that like Gaara has more in the toolbox. Not that Neji don't have hands. He's literally the definition of hands. Him and Rock are the definition of hands. They're perfect opponents against Gaara, but to make, remember, I don't know if Neji has access to the 8 gates, open up at least the 5th gate where he can get a speed boost to blitz Gaara like that. I've never seen Gaara have Neji have a blitz feat like that before. He usually has the air palm to make that distance, but for me, I think that Gaara just has more ways to win, his more crushing ways to win. And unless Neji can disable or get close enough to disable Gaara's shotware network, I don't know, man. I think Gaara takes the dub. Or I'm sorry, yeah. Neji gets close to Gaara, yeah. I think Gaara gets the dub overall. Well, guys, you got our thoughts on Gaara versus Neji. If you have any more thoughts or any more discussions or versus battles you want us to talk about, leave your comments and the thoughts below. I'm your host, George, and my co-host here,
Alan,
Jason.
Y'all have a good one. Peace.
Okay, Naruto. Get me away from here. I can't move on my own anymore. Summoning jutsu! Maybe I can.
Well, would you make up your mind already? Come on!
I'm behind you. Got it. Okay. Fire style. Phoenix Flower Jutsu.